Hi, I'm Devin Dupuis from DSI. We're going to be spending a week at Rennscot Manufacturing to help them achieve their goals with Fusion 360. Let's hear from their president and CEO, David Bamforth.
This is day one for this company. We've been a Fusion company, and the first machine that we bought was a Haas, and that was always a really good combination to have. They work so well together. Obviously, Autodesk has worked closely with Haas to build really robust post-processors and make it so Fusion's probing routines work on Haas's with pretty much no trial and error. But as we've grown, we've purchased a bunch of machines that aren't Haas, and we've kind of worked through the process of building post-processors for those machines. And there were some good post-processor starting points already available for Autodesk, but it took us quite a bit of tweaking to get those working right. And I think we maybe still have a couple of bugs we want to work out through them. And then one of the big focuses is working on how to use Fusion's probing routines on the high-node control machine. We have a pretty young team. The average age of our programmers is probably somewhere in the mid to late 20s. So they're all really sharp and quick and have really strong computer aptitude. But they don't have the experience of maybe someone who's been in the industry for 10 or 15 years. So I'm also curious to see what other questions they come up with and other things they can ask you about, and kind of leveraging some of your industry knowledge, both with Fusion, but just kind of in general manufacturing.
We went from knowing really nothing about the best fit alignment in Fusion to getting a additively manufactured part aligned. We did some post-machining on it and verify that everything is in tolerance and where we want it. So it's been really amazing to see from nothing to part out of the machine in 2 or 3 days, which would have taken us weeks probably to figure out on our own. It's been so great to have someone here in person to be able to see what our workflows are, rather than me saying, over a Zoom call or something, oh, this is what I do, to really learn about ways that we can improve upon our existing workflows. Templates are going to be really good for us. Our goal, especially being a small team, is to go from model to finished part as quickly as possible, and having all these toolpaths that have degrees of automation built into them is going to be very, very helpful for us. Most of our other providers that we've talked to, they have an idea about maybe the one specific software side of what we do, but then I have to give them a primer on what an end mill is, what the holder we're using, but having you on site with your intimate knowledge of the industry, different techniques, and what it's like to work in a machine shop. It's really helped speed up the process so that I don't have to spend time giving you background on the companies that we're using for vices. It's just say we're using this, what we're talking about, and we can keep moving on.
Get set up for success with DSI. Whether you need online or on-site training and support, DSI has you covered.